Welcome to this episode of ServidiOHs. We got Austin back in the mix, not giving a mother F. We don't swear anymore. We actually stopped swearing ever since Austin became a Mormon.
It's the fucking truth.
Wolverine versus Blade. What do you think, Austin?
They fought each other several times in the comic books already, and every single time it's a stalemate, so they're actually evenly matched.
Shit. Because I would instantly go right to Wolverine for the healing factor, for the fucking adamantium.
The way, from my understanding, from what I've gathered, the battle is described as a precise warrior versus an uncaged beast.
You know that makes sense. They both have a 7 fighting ability.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know, they're both in their own ways animals, you know what I mean? Like a vampire in itself, even if he's only a halfling, I mean, it's still a creature of the night.
And also, being a halfling would be way doper because you don't have to follow the rules of a vampire. He's a daywalker.
There's a lot of media. It's funny how everybody likes to say, oh, Wesley Snipes started this, or oh, the X-Men did that, or oh, it was Spider-Man. Nah, man, dude, there were tons of movies back in like the 60s, 70s, and all that stuff. They were just corny, so nobody wants to talk about them.
Well, what got them going is Blade got money. They got a lot of money.
It was
like
profit. So
sales.
I guess you could say like what started the profitable venture of comic book movies was that, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But I mean, the comic book movies as well as TV shows, believe it or not, have been around for a while.
Yeah, I'm still going to go with Wolverine whoops his ass. But like if you really boil it down to like actual ability, they both are 7 fighting ability. They're both badass. One rejuvenates fast as hell. Blade heals fast, but nowhere near the speed of Wolverine. Blade is breakable in a sense. So like if they're put in a scenario, let's say they're, I don't know, fucking caged to where it's like 12 foot by 12 foot and they had to just scrap berserker mode, Wolverine does not get tired.
Well, I don't know, man. Like I said, the comic books themselves have had them fight, I guess, on set. They've fought on several occasions. And from what I've gathered, it's been a stalemate every time. There's never been Blade's won this one, Wolverine's won that one.
Don't listen to him and his comic history knowledge that he's actually overriding my whole argument. But I still think Wolverine will beat him. Austin, didn't you just recently watch Mario Galaxy?
Yoshi.
What'd you think of it? How many Yoshis do you give it out of 5?
Yoshi.
You gave it 5 Yoshis?
Yoshi.
But elaborate. What was good?
Yoshi was dope.
That was Childish Gambino too.
Yeah, dude. And I guess maybe it's just me being a Donald Glover fan, but it just, I don't know. I mean, he pretty much, you know, it wasn't just him trying to talk like in like a childish voice the whole time. He just pretty much said Yoshi most of the time and just made noises. But like,
so he didn't rap.
No, I wish, man. I was waiting for it, but it didn't happen. Mario Galaxy, man, fantastic film. The reason I give it 5 Yoshis out of 5 Yoshi eggs out of 5 Yoshi eggs is because of just the fun that they had with it. They didn't try to check any boxes. They didn't try to put any type of over explanation into a children's film, and what I mean by that is like they didn't have to like explain where Bowser Jr. came from. He just showed up. Like, these are characters that we're familiar with, and I think the studio realized that, so they kind of just threw everything in and just kept the ball rolling, and I thought it was great. You don't really get to see much of Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong in this one, but he does make a quick appearance in the background. You get some awesome Nintendo throwbacks. Rob, the little robot, he shows up. He's given directions at the Galaxy Gate, and then during the final battle, some spoilers here, sorry, Mr. Game & Watch shows up. He goes off pretty hard. That was pretty badass. And then the after credit scene with Princess Daisy showing up had fans hyped. I had some people cheering in my theater when they saw Princess Daisy.
Did anybody get a raccoon suit?
I don't think they did in that one.
Mario 1, in the very beginning, this was before they went to, you know, the city, or I'm sorry, the fucking Princess's Land.
Mushroom Kingdom.
They were in New York City, and they were late to getting somewhere, and they actually were running and jumping over things, and
like
then they
a level.
Just like a level, and I noticed it. And they also played the music from the original. When I was a kid, I'd eat cereal in the morning going to school, and it was that rap song. That was an OG song that I got to watch. So that's cool that they did good with number 2, because usually most of the time movies fail when they come out with it.
Oh, dude, this one, if anything, man, I saw parents hesitant to buy that Yoshi popcorn bucket, and by the end, I saw the parents like, oh, we need to get that bucket. No, we're leaving with that bucket. Like, the the fuel of fan service in that film, I'd say, was very high. I really liked everything that they did. It was very Mario. This movie's kind of like you get to learn a little bit more about like Peach and like where she came from, how she ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and why. You know what I mean?
So life wasn't always peaches and cream.
I really highly recommend going to see it. Definitely slap a spoiler warning before I go off on this thing. For those that have seen it, what are you guys excited for? What do you think the next film is going to hold in store, and how long do you think they're going to have us waiting for this one? I think it was great. It was an awesome sequel. I hope they do a Luigi's Mansion spin-off film. I know Charlie Day was in support of that as well. I think it would be perfect. They're doing such a great job with storytelling, and I hope if you're bringing in Daisy, I hope you guys have Wario and Waluigi show up as like the next villains. Give Bowser kind of a back burner. He's got a little bit of skincare to take care of. Wink, wink. Not too much more of a spoiler there, but he's got some healing up to do. So maybe while he's doing that, Wario and Waluigi can kind of take the reins, kind of be like the villains, anti-heroes. They kind of come over towards the end, but with this Galaxy Gate opening up, who's to say what different like universes, or maybe that's how they'll do this storyline, is like it's an alternate dimension or different place, where Waluigi and Wario are from. Hit the comments, give me some Waluigi Wario history, please. Let me know. I don't feel like looking it up on the internet. I'm feeling lazy right now. So you in the comments, you tell me some Waluigi Wario history and which Nintendo character is your favorite, and do you go to Universal and experience Nintendo World on a regular basis? Have you been there? Do you want to go to Nintendo World?
This guy has. He's probably he's asking you because he wants to ask you to go with him.
Let's go. The trailer this previous week for the film The Backrooms dropped. It's an upcoming horror film from A24. It started out as just a internet sensation, went viral. Some young kid created this little creepy story on the internet, and went viral enough to the point where it got Hollywood attention. I believe he even directed the film, one of the youngest directors in Hollywood,
Holy
if I'm not
shit.
mistaken. He looks like he's knocking it out of the park. If you haven't seen the trailer, I highly recommend checking it out. It looks like they nailed the atmosphere. The back rooms look fantastic, and I like how they're taking like the analog camera, which that's what all the videos and stuff are. They're in that analog format, old VHS style kind of looking. I like how they're going to be using one of those cameras in the film as like a different perspective point of view to kind of give us that nostalgic backrooms feel. So let me know in the comments if you guys are excited about that one. And then there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. So if you just want to see a film that's literally going to have you sit there and go, what the actual fuck the entire time you watch it, it's called Barbarian.
Barbarian. Okay.
Yeah, it's got Bill Skarsgård, the guy that played Pennywise. He's one of the actors in it, as well as Justin Long. He's actually one of my favorite actors of all time. Yeah, it's a fairly new film. It's called Barbarian. It's about this girl who rents out an Airbnb, and when she gets there, she can't get inside, and that's because there's a guy in there already, and he rented the place out, so they like inadvertently like it was like a mix-up, like they end up in this house together, and then there's just all this like weird stuff. I loved this film. I thought it was awesome. There's one kill towards the end that kind of gets a little over the top in terms of like graphic, but it's pretty quick. Yeah, it's very interesting, man. I highly recommend.
And the dude that played Pennywise is a great actor.
Barbarian, man. Wild flick.
All right, jabroni time. It's Trump and his administration. And it's funny too, because like I'll get episodes to where people are like, "You're a MAGA," and then I'll get another episode, and they'll be like, "You're a libtard." I can't make anybody happy, right? So I am about America First, and he wrote on America First. He said he's going to deport. He's going to close the borders. We're about to get dividends from all the money saved from Doge and all this shit going on. No new wars. And I think the only thing he did was really shut down the border. There is some deportations. They're backing off. So it's basically like they're not going to their voters and saying, "Hey, we're delivering on our promises." And I'm not with the war in Iran. Like with them saying like, death to America. Yeah. I don't like that either, but technically they're more of a threat to Israel than they are to us, but Israel wants us to do it, so we're going to go do it. So what's basically happening now is Trump went from being the most like popular president, like in modern history with the amount of votes that went in. This guy did a landslide, cooked his base. Now we're going to be in the midterms. The midterms, it's going to go back to the Democrats. And it's funny, too, because, like, if you really actually boil it down to this, and Democrats, before you go, see, we tried to tell you Trump was shitty. Fuck all your opinions, because all your candidates were trash. They were worse. They're all the same people, dude. Like, no matter what, all they do is they really scare you from one side to the other to vote for them. And it's always them that are in charge. So no matter what. And it's funny because I even predicted this, and I said this like before a few episodes ago, that you would want somebody like Trump to get elected. His voters would be considered more patriots, and they would sign up for an army faster. Liberals wouldn't do it. You know how like Israel funds like both sides, Democrats and Republicans? They funded the hell out of Democrats, and then the Democrats started switching up on them, and they're like, all right, I believe that's the only reason why Trump won. And they, push a lot of money in on him. And, obviously he won the mandate with all the voting. But he cooked his base. Now we're screwed. And we need to actually be America first. We need to save America. And it sucks because the Democrat side is all cooked. They're all weirdos. But don't get me wrong. What they're going to do is they kind of studied and licked their wounds, the Democrats. So I think they're going to give us more of a moderate candidate to vote for. But don't believe that either, people. I just wanted America first, and it's not happening.
We still have to go after fossil fuels and continue to pollute not only the air we breathe, but the water we drink, the foods we consume, and future generations. So good job.
Good job.
Good job. Like there's a reason why the world's getting hotter and things are happening is because the world is getting tired of us fucking poisoning it every day. So don't be surprised if you wake up one day and you can't fucking breathe.
I think that climate change thing, it was just a way to scare us into taxing us more. Like Al Gore and like all them and like Leonardo DiCaprio doing all that climate change shit. I watched all these like environmentalists like debunk it. And then they would hush the environmentalists. You ever see like when they way back in the day where the sea level is, and then they show a present day? It never changed, the sea levels. When global warming got debunked, they had to change the name, and they called it climate change. And it was like, what a blanket ass name, climate change. Don't get me wrong, we do fuck up the planet. I mean,
there's microplastics in every man's balls.
Oh shit, yeah. No, I actually heard that microplastics they're everywhere.
In my balls, they're in his balls.
Not mine.
They're even in your balls.
Not my microplastic soldiers. Every 10 years, they give us only 10 years to live. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's full of shit. But I am about keeping the planet clean. Like we have rules and laws and stuff in America to keep America clean and our, the world. Most of the trash that we see floating over is from China and like India.
Season 2 of Daredevil sucks.
Oh, really? I didn't see it.
It sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought season 1 was dope.
It sucks. And why I say it sucks is you guys tend to do this. I'm tired of series doing this, and it's not just Disney, it's every studio. Stop ending a season and then jumping into the next one, not picking up from that awesome season finale you gave us. How are you gonna have Jessica Jones roll up at the end of season 1 for nothing? Where the fuck is Frank Castle? Because he just walked away. He's just gone. He hasn't showed up once yet this entire season, but you made sure to show us that he escaped. So where the hell is he at?
He's with Spider-Man.
He's just struggling. And then on top of that, I don't give a fuck about Fisk's wife. Kill her already. We know it's coming. Just do it already. Just stop. It feels like lazy anime. It's like watching One Piece. They're just talking. Stop talking. I don't want to watch them talk. I want to watch them kick ass. The whole fake Fisk thing too. Mad cornball. It's lazy. It's boring. You gave me 2 episodes this week, and they were both ass. And take Bullseye out of a fucking shiesty. You want to do something badass? You guys should have had him whoop Daredevil's ass, peel that fucking suit off of his body, break the horns, and spray paint it and put targets on it. That's what you should have did. But no, you're going to give him a fucking shiesty.
So it's basically mainly dialogue, back and forth dialogue, and then we get, like, sprinkled some cool fight scene at the end?
And then, you get to see some action and a bit of, resolution to rush the story a bit forward. And, the only thing that I think is going to come out of this season that's going to be good, you can sit there and tell me, oh, no, they said he can't show up in TV. Spider-Man's showing up. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, ding the bell, comment, interact with us. We're curious to know what you guys think about the things we talk about. Hit the Servidio store, get the merch. The jackets are awesome. Everything else is cool. We don't sell shiesties. No shiesties around here. But make sure to tune in to the next episode. We'll catch you guys in the next time. Remember, you didn't see this, so get out of here.
You wanna buy the merch? Get it now, get it all. Get a hoodie, look goody in the mall. Now you roll up on the mob, looking good like you bought all the stock. And the shock when you show 'em what you got.
Hey man, where'd you get that shirt? I wanna get me one of